Hi, I'm Janie Slaughter, the Department Chair for Criminal Justice Technologies, Forensic Science, and Public Safety Administration. So I have to let you know that we are recording this session. So if anyone would like to view it later, we'll have it out there for a record. Welcome to Wake Tech and welcome to my area of the college. I would like to go over some of the options that we have for students that would like to transfer to other schools. And I'm going to break it down by degree. So if you have questions at the end, my assistant cannot be with me today because we have a COVID positive test there. So I'm going to try to look at the chats and see if I can answer your questions that way. So I'm going to share my screen with you so that we'll be on the same page. Can you see the slideshow? Okay. So some of the options of transferring with the criminal justice technology degree. Probably one of our best transfer options is to North Carolina Central University. We've had an articulation agreement with them for several years now, and students basically are going to be transferring in 60 credit hours with their AAS degree in criminal justice. My screen is jumping around. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. So with the option of going to NCCU, their program is 100% online, so it's a really easy transition. At one time, we did have students that were on campus here taking the courses, but due to the pandemic, most of our classes were switched over to online. So you can also take your extra general education courses here at Wake Tech. So for example, most of the schools that we transfer to will require a math and 3 Englishes. And so in our program of study, we have 2 English classes, and we have the option of taking math and or biology. And when you go to a 4-year school, you're going to need a math class. So the good thing with these schools is we have worked out an agreement with them that you're able to take those extra courses here at the community college rate and then transfer those in. So you can transfer over 60 hours to these schools. I'll go over the list very briefly for you. North Carolina Central University, University of North Carolina at Wilmington is probably our second largest transfer. We do not have a written articulation agreement with those students, with those colleges, with that college, but we are very confident that you'll go in with at least 50 to 56 hours. We transfer to Pembroke, UNC Pembroke, UNC Charlotte. One of our newest partners is Elizabeth City State University, Fayetteville State University, North Carolina Wesleyan College, Campbell University, William Peace University, and Shaw University. And with the AAS, there's several options on the pathway of concentrating. So within that program of study, we have certifications. One of the biggest ones that we have right now is the intelligence and security analysis. Those analysts, those students, most of those interested in that area of a career would probably want to select a school like William Peace because they have a large Homeland Security program, and our students are very excited about transferring there. We've just had 2 that completed their transfer degree at William Peace. The second option on where do you go from here or what program you can transfer to is our forensic science program. The forensic science degree is very, very concentrated on crime scenes. Right now, there are 2 schools that are our biggest transfer. We transfer 60 hours of our forensic science degree to Fayetteville State University. And we transfer a partial amount of our credits to Western Carolina. The difference between the 2 schools is our concentration of crime scene investigation transfers very easily to Fayetteville State because they have a similar degree, whereas Western Carolina, you're going to be transferring more into their anthropology. So some of the students need to be guided into going into that area. You would want more of your biology and your chemistry classes going into Western Carolina. Right now, we only transfer, I think it's 46 hours to Western Carolina. So it's not a complete transfer option, but it is a really good option for students that are trying to feel where they want to specialize. If you're going into crime scene investigation, which a lot of our students are, then the forensic science degree here will get you an employment opportunity. You don't really need to go on to a four-year school unless you are going to specialize in a certain area. So for example, if you are really interested in the human remains aspect of it, your best option would be to transfer into Western Carolina. They have a body farm, and they're real big, and they have state-of-the-art campus. It is phenomenal. The research that they do there is very similar to the body farm at Tennessee University. The next degree that it's a transfer option for students is our Public Safety Administration degree. This is one of our newest degrees that we have placed at Wake Tech. The Public Safety Administration degree covers a large variety of public safety, not only law enforcement, firefighters, and EMS. Students that want to transfer with this degree, we have just signed an articulation agreement with North Carolina State University. NC State takes 50 of our 60 credit hours to transfer into their public leadership degree. It's a wonderful program. It's 100% online, and there are a lot of opportunities for apprenticeships in that degree. We are working with an articulation agreement currently for this degree to Fayetteville State and William Pease and Shaw University. Most people don't understand the importance of the Public Safety Administration degree, but it can help you if you go into law enforcement, or if you go into the firefighting field, or if you go into emergency management. A lot of the students are going to get experience with FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Association. But that is a really great opportunity to transfer. A lot of our high school students are very interested in the transfer option of NC State because it's a way for them to be able to get and save money on a associate's degree before they go to a four-year school. As this is the academic advising week, to me, one of the most important things that I can tell you as an advisor is before you start on your career path or before you start on your academic pathway is to make sure that you sit down with an academic advisor, someone that can discuss the different program options. Sometimes a student will come in and they say, well, I don't even need this degree because I just want to do X, that kind of thing. So the first step is not only meeting with the advisors in our academic advising offices, but also to meet with the different department chairs. Our student services, they meet so many students, and they do a very good job with meeting and talking with you about your academic career, but they can't focus on each individual area. And that's why I think the Academic Advising Week is a really big plus for students, because it gives you a chance to say, well, you know, I was in business or I was in criminal justice, and I realized that I really want to be in another aspect of a career option. So the thing I stress the most is meet with an advisor, meet with an academic advisor in the field of study in which you believe you want to go in. And so some of you may actually already be in a degree pathway, but what you really need to do again is go back to your academic advisor and make sure that you're on track. One of the biggest mistakes I see with students is enrolling in classes and say, well, I'll just go ahead and drop this one and I'll take it next semester. where our career pathway degrees don't work like that. You can't just pick it back up at the next semester. We have classes that are offered only in the fall, and then we have classes that are offered only in the spring. And then sometimes in the summer months, we do offer other core courses, but you can't always guarantee that to happen. Another thing that you should do is to check to see what other credentials you could possibly have earned at this point. Some students are not aware that they have already earned a certificate. And while a certificate is not always a guarantee for a job, but it is a stackable credential that does give you a little bit more of a hands-on or a leg up, if you will, in a job. So some agencies may look at, well, you do have a certificate in this, so you may actually have had some hands-on experience. So I would certainly make sure that you have applied for all of the credentials that you could get. Or if you're unsure of those, again, meet with your academic advisor. And your last step is to apply for graduation. And again, even though you may see in your student portal, you can see your planning and you can see courses that you've completed and what you are needing to complete your degree. But before you sit down to apply for graduation, make sure that you have met with your academic advisor to make sure that you're not going to be surprised at the end. Well, I've been in the catalog now for more than 2 years, so the catalog has changed, and now am I going to graduate under the current catalog or the old catalog, or my course is still in line? So it's very, very, very important that you meet with your academic advisor. And I took the liberty because this session is about where can I transfer with this program, but transferring is always an option, and we love education, and we love for our students to continue with their education. But one of the things that sometimes you need a little bit of a industry experience before you transfer to that four-year school. And I went and I will upload this PowerPoint to this presentation for our advisors, but some of the students are not aware that you can become employed with just your associate's degree. And I think I've listed about 30 jobs that you can get with an associate's degree. And with the new opportunity that we have for apprenticeships, I think that you'll find that a lot of our agencies are very willing to give the students an opportunity to get experience, and from that experience, they can actually become employed, and the agency that employs them may be willing to help you with that transfer option, giving you an incentive. If you reach your next degree, then that gives you a pay raise, or if you get an additional degree, then that actually may help you qualify for a different position within our organization. So one of the opportunities I had to share with a student the other day is they did not know that they would actually could become a victim witness coordinator. That's a position that not many people know about it, but at the clerk of court's office in Wake County, there are a lot of individuals that's their job as a victim witness coordinator, is getting these people prepared for court, what to expect in court, how to answer in court. Not everybody knows how to testify in court, and I'm sure that many students are very concerned when how am I supposed to get that experience? So there's a lot of opportunities out there when you are earning your associate's degree, but then those opportunities are expanded when you transfer and get your four-year degree. So that is all the information I have, and I will take any questions anyone may have.